Top 15 plants that naturally repel mosquitoes. Natural repellent plants that keep mosquitoes away. Imagine sitting outside on a warm summer evening, a cool drink in your hand. Your garden glowing in the golden light, the air soft and still, and not a single mosquito anywhere near you. No buzzing in your ear. No itchy bites on your arms and legs. No reaching for chemical sprays that smell awful and leave your skin feeling coated. Just pure, peaceful, uninterrupted outdoor enjoyment. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, what if the secret to making that dream a reality was already growing in nature and all you had to do was plant it in your garden? What if certain plants were so powerfully fragrant, so naturally repellent to mosquitoes, that simply having them growing around your outdoor living space could significantly reduce the number of mosquitoes that dare come near you? That is exactly what today's video is about. We are counting down the top 15 plants that naturally repel mosquitoes, plants that use their own essential oils, fragrances, and chemical compounds to drive mosquitoes away, so you can take back your yard, your patio, your garden, and your summer evenings without reaching for a single chemical product. These plants are beautiful, many of them are useful in the kitchen, most of them are easy to grow, and every single one of them is working hard to keep those blood-sucking pests as far away from you as possible. But before we dive into this amazing list, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. We are so happy you found us. We post gardening content regularly, and we would love to have you as part of our growing community. Please hit that subscribe button right now and tap that bell icon so you get notified every single time we upload a new video. And if today's content is helpful to you, a quick like goes such a long way in helping our channel grow and reach more gardeners just like you. We truly appreciate every single one of you. Okay, let's get into it. Brief problem setup / why the topic matters. Let's talk about why mosquitoes are more than just an annoyance, because this is actually important. Mosquitoes are considered the deadliest animal on the planet. Not sharks, not lions, not any of the creatures we typically think of as dangerous. Mosquitoes. They are responsible for transmitting diseases including malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, West Nile virus, and yellow fever, collectively affecting hundreds of millions of people around the world every year. Even setting aside the serious health concerns, the practical reality for most of us is simpler mosquitoes make outdoor living miserable during the very months when we most want to enjoy our gardens and outdoor spaces. Summer evenings on the patio, barbecues in the backyard, kids playing in the garden, all of it becomes a battle against biting insects the moment the sun goes down or you step near standing water. Chemical repellents and insecticides work, but they come with their own concerns: toxic ingredients, environmental impact, harm to beneficial insects like bees and butterflies, and that deeply unpleasant chemical smell and feel. The natural alternative growing plants that mosquitoes genuinely cannot stand is not just more pleasant and beautiful. It is a smarter, more sustainable, and more holistic approach to protecting your outdoor living space. Now, an important note before we get into the list. No plant is a complete foolproof mosquito barrier on its own. The most effective way to use these plants is in combination planting several of them together, placing them strategically around seating areas and entry points, and sometimes crushing or brushing the leaves to release their essential oils more actively into the air. Think of them as a natural defense system that you build layer by layer. The more of these plants you have working together, the more effective your natural mosquito barrier becomes. With that in mind, let's meet all 15. List item number 1. Lavender. Our first mosquito-repelling plant, and one that appears on almost every natural repellent list for very good reason, is lavender. Lavender is one of the most beloved garden plants in the world, celebrated for its beautiful purple flower spikes, its extraordinary fragrance, and its near-indestructible toughness once established. But beneath that gentle, romantic exterior lies a powerfully effective mosquito repellent. The secret is in the essential oils concentrated throughout the plant, particularly linalool and linolyl acetate, which produce that distinctive lavender fragrance that humans find so calming and beautiful. Mosquitoes, however, experience this fragrance very differently. They find it deeply unpleasant and actively avoid areas where it is present. The fragrance is strongest in the flowers and is released continuously into the surrounding air, particularly on warm days when the volatile oils become more active. Plant lavender in generous drifts around patios, seating areas, and garden entry points for maximum effect. Rubbing the flowers and leaves between your fingers releases an even more intense burst of oil. You can rub this directly onto your skin as a natural topical repellent. It is effective enough that lavender essential oil is used as a key ingredient in many natural mosquito repellent products. Beyond its repellent properties, lavender is drought-tolerant, evergreen in mild climates, extraordinarily beautiful, and one of the top plants for bees and butterflies. It is the perfect opening plant on this list: beautiful, useful, and genuinely effective. List item number 2. Citronella grass, Slambopogon nardus. Number 2 is citronella grass, the plant that most people already associate with mosquito repellent, and for very good reason. If you have ever used a citronella candle, burned citronella oil in a diffuser, or applied a natural mosquito repellent spray, you have already experienced the power of this plant. Citronella is one of the most widely used and scientifically validated natural mosquito repellents in the world, and it comes directly from the essential oils of Slambopogon nardus and its close relative Slambopogon winterianus. Citronella grass is a large, clumping tropical grass that can grow 4 to 6 feet tall in a single season. It produces significant quantities of citronella oil in its long, strap-like leaves, and this oil is released into the surrounding air continuously, with the intensity increasing when the leaves are disturbed or crushed. The scent is sharp, citrusy, and clean pleasant to most people, but deeply repellent to mosquitoes. In warm climates, USDA zones 10 and above, citronella grass can be grown as a perennial in the ground. In cooler climates, it is grown as an annual or kept in large containers that can be brought indoors before the first frost. It is a full sun plant that prefers consistently moist, well-drained soil and benefits from regular watering during dry periods. For maximum repellent effect, place containers of citronella grass near seating areas and doorways wherever people gather outdoors. Brushing your hand across the leaves as you pass activates the oil release and gives you a brief but effective barrier of repellent fragrance. It is the original and still one of the most effective natural mosquito-repelling plants available. List item number 3, lemon balm, Melissa officinalis. Number 3 is lemon balm, a wonderfully useful, fast-growing herb that combines powerful mosquito-repelling properties with a range of culinary and medicinal uses that make it one of the most valuable plants in any garden. Lemon balm is a member of the mint family, which immediately tells you two things. First, it is extremely easy to grow and very vigorous. Second, it spreads enthusiastically and is best contained in a pot if you don't want it taking over a large area of your garden. The leaves have a fresh, bright lemon mint fragrance that comes from high concentrations of citronellol, the same compound that gives citronella its repellent power, along with other volatile oils that mosquitoes find intensely off-putting. Studies have actually found that crushed lemon balm leaves contain up to 65% citronellol by composition, making it one of the most potent natural sources of this repellent compound available. Crushing a few leaves and rubbing them directly onto exposed skin gives you a genuinely effective topical repellent that works for a reasonable period of time. Beyond its mosquito-repelling credentials, lemon balm is a wonderful culinary herb. The leaves make a delicious, calming herbal tea, can be added to salads, used to flavor desserts, and infused into lemonade and cocktails. It has a long history of use as a medicinal herb for calming anxiety and aiding sleep. Growing it in containers near your outdoor seating area gives you a readily available natural repellent that you can also harvest for the kitchen and the teapot. List item number 4, basil, Ocimum basilicum. Number 4 is basil, and yes, your favorite pizza herb is also a surprisingly effective mosquito repellent. Basil is one of the few plants where the mosquito-repelling compounds are released continuously into the air without any need to crush or bruise the leaves first. The volatile oils, particularly estragol, linalool, and eugenol, evaporate directly from the leaf surface in warm conditions, creating a naturally scented zone around the plant that mosquitoes actively avoid. Research has found basil extracts and essential oils to be genuinely effective at repelling mosquitoes, with some studies suggesting that certain basil varieties, particularly lemon basil and cinnamon basil, have the strongest repellent properties. But even standard sweet basil has significant repellent activity, particularly in warm weather when the oils are most active. The practical advantage of basil is that it is one of the most commonly grown kitchen herbs, meaning you can place it strategically near your outdoor dining areas and entry points while also harvesting it regularly for cooking. A pot of lush, fragrant basil on the outdoor table does double duty as a natural centerpiece and a mosquito deterrent. Plant several pots together near seating and dining areas for the most effective coverage. Basil is a warm season annual that loves full sun, warm temperatures, and consistently moist, well-drained soil. It is frost sensitive, so plant it after all danger of frost has passed and replace it each season. 9 list. Item number 5. Rosemary, Rosmarinus officinalis. Number 5 is rosemary, another kitchen garden staple with impressive mosquito-repelling credentials that most people never even think about. Rosemary is an evergreen, woody herb with highly aromatic, needle-like leaves that contain concentrated essential oils, primarily camphor and 1,8-cineol that mosquitoes find strongly repellent. The plant releases these oils continuously into the surrounding air, and the repellent effect is amplified significantly when the leaves are bruised, burned, or added to a fire. Throwing a few sprigs of rosemary onto an outdoor barbecue or fire pit creates a strongly scented smoke that is highly effective at keeping mosquitoes away from the surrounding area. Rosemary is a full-sun, drought-tolerant Mediterranean herb that thrives in well-drained, lean soil with minimal watering once established. In warm climates, it grows into a substantial evergreen shrub that provides year-round repellent coverage. In cooler climates, it can be grown in containers and brought indoors for winter. It is one of the most versatile and low-maintenance plants on today's list. The culinary uses of rosemary are, of course, legendary roasted meats, potatoes, breads, olive oil infusions. Having a large, thriving rosemary plant near your outdoor living space gives you an always available culinary herb, a beautiful evergreen structural plant, and a working mosquito deterrent all in one. List item number 6. Catnip, Nepeta cataria. Number 6 is catnip, and this one might surprise you because research has actually found catnip to be one of the most powerfully effective mosquito repellents available, significantly outperforming many conventional chemical repellents in some studies. The compound responsible is nepetalactone, the same chemical that sends cats into their famous state of euphoric frenzy. While cats are famously attracted to this compound, mosquitoes have precisely the opposite reaction. They find it intensely repellent and will actively avoid areas where it is present. A 2001 study from Iowa State University found that nepetalactone was approximately 10 times more effective at repelling mosquitoes than DEET, the chemical used in most commercial repellent products in laboratory conditions. Catnip is a vigorous, fast-growing perennial in the mint family that spreads readily and produces masses of small, white lavender flowers in summer. It is remarkably easy to grow in a wide range of conditions, full sun to partial shade, various soil types, and requires almost no maintenance once established. The main challenge, of course, is the neighborhood cats. If you have cats in your area, your catnip plant may attract rather a lot of feline visitors, which may or may not be a welcome addition to your garden depending on your perspective. For mosquito repellent use, plant catnip generously around seeding areas and crush the leaves occasionally to release the oils more actively. You can also rub crushed leaves directly onto your skin for a topical repellent effect. Given its extraordinary effectiveness and how easy it is to grow, catnip is one of the most powerful additions you can make to your natural mosquito-repelling garden. List item number 7, marigolds, tagetes. Number 7 is marigolds, one of the most cheerful, colorful, and widely grown annual flowers in the world, and also a genuinely effective mosquito repellent with a bonus range of other pest-deterring properties that make them invaluable in any garden. Marigolds contain a compound called pyrethrum, also found in chrysanthemums, which is actually used as the active ingredient in many commercial insect repellents and pesticides. The scent produced by marigold foliage and flowers is distinctive and somewhat pungent, not unpleasant to most people, but deeply off-putting to mosquitoes, aphids, whiteflies, and a range of other garden pests. French marigolds, Tagetes patella, and African marigolds, Tagetes erecta, are the most commonly grown varieties for pest repellent purposes. The French marigold is particularly compact and prolific, producing masses of orange, yellow, and red flowers all season long. Plant them in generous clusters around the edges of seating areas, along pathways, and near doorways and windows for maximum repellent effect. Marigolds are sun-loving annuals that are incredibly easy to grow from seed or transplant, tolerant of a wide range of soil conditions, and among the most long-blooming annual flowers available. They are classic companions in the vegetable garden for repelling a range of pests. They are cheerful, colorful, and hard-working. The ultimate budget-friendly, widely available, instantly recognizable member of any natural pest-repelling garden. List item number 8. Peppermint, Menthotimes piperita. Number 8 is peppermint, and the strong, sharp, intensely cool fragrance of peppermint that we find so refreshing and invigorating is, for mosquitoes, absolutely unbearable. The high concentration of menthol and menthone in peppermint leaves creates a scent that is among the most effective natural mosquito repellents available. Mosquitoes navigate partly by scent, and the overwhelming fragrance of peppermint essentially confuses and overwhelms their olfactory system, making it very difficult for them to locate and target their hosts in areas where peppermint is present. Crushing peppermint leaves and rubbing them onto exposed skin provides a refreshing, naturally fragrant topical repellent that works well for a reasonable period of outdoor activity. The oil is also one of the most commonly used ingredients in natural insect repellent sprays. You can make a simple DIY repellent spray by steeping fresh peppermint leaves in water and adding a few drops of peppermint essential oil. Like all mints, peppermint grows extremely vigorously and spreads aggressively through underground runners. Always grow it in containers to prevent it from taking over your garden. The advantage of containers is that you can place them precisely where you need them most, right next to outdoor seating, beside doorways, or on the edges of gathering areas. Keep several large pots of peppermint positioned strategically around your outdoor living space for a fragrant, effective, natural barrier. List item number 9. Lemongrass, Cymbopogon citratus. Number 9 is lemongrass, a culinary powerhouse and close relative of citronella grass that brings its own impressive mosquito-repelling credentials along with its well-known role in Asian cooking. Lemongrass contains high concentrations of citral, a powerful essential oil compound with a sharp, clean, intensely citrusy fragrance that mosquitoes find strongly repellent. It is this compound, along with others in the plant's essential oil profile, that makes lemongrass one of the most effective natural mosquito deterrents available and a common ingredient in natural repellent formulations. As a garden plant, lemongrass forms large, graceful, arching clumps of long, strap-like leaves that can reach 3 to 5 feet in height, making it a striking and architectural addition to any garden while performing its repellent function. It thrives in full sun and warm temperatures, loves moisture, and grows vigorously in the right conditions. Like citronella grass, it is tropical in origin and is grown as an annual or in containers in cooler climates. The culinary applications of lemongrass are extensive and delicious. It is a fundamental ingredient in Thai, Vietnamese, and other Southeast Asian cuisines, adding its distinctive citrusy, floral flavor to soups, curries, marinades, and teas. Having it growing near your kitchen and outdoor living space gives you a readily available culinary herb and a natural mosquito deterrent in one graceful, beautiful package. List item number 10. Eucalyptus. Number 10 is eucalyptus, one of the most powerfully aromatic and medicinally significant plants in the world, and a very effective natural mosquito repellent. The essential oils in eucalyptus leaves, particularly 1,8 cineole and P-cymon, are strongly repellent to mosquitoes and a range of other insects. Lemon eucalyptus oil, from Corymbia citriodora, a related species, is actually one of the very few plant-based mosquito repellents that has been registered with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency as an effective active ingredient recognition that reflects genuine, scientifically validated repellent efficacy rather than just anecdotal claims. As a garden plant, eucalyptus species range from large trees to compact shrubby forms, and some varieties can be grown in containers and kept to a manageable size through regular pruning. The silver-leaved varieties, particularly Eucalyptus gunnii, cider gum, and Eucalyptus cinerea, silver dollar eucalyptus, are particularly popular in gardens for their beautiful, rounded, aromatic silver-blue foliage that is intensely fragrant and highly decorative. In cooler climates, eucalyptus can be grown as an annual foliage plant or in containers that are brought indoors for winter. In warm climates, it grows into substantial trees. Placing container-grown eucalyptus near outdoor seating and gathering areas provides both beautiful foliage interest and meaningful mosquito deterrents. List item number 11. Geranium, scented geranium. Number 11 is the scented geranium, specifically the lemon-scented varieties of pelargonium, and this is a plant that combines extraordinary fragrance with beautiful foliage and flowers to create one of the most decorative and effective natural mosquito repellents available. Scented geraniums, particularly Pelargonium citrosum, sometimes marketed as the mosquito plant, contain high concentrations of citronellol and geraniol in their leaves, both of which are powerful mosquito-repelling compounds. The fragrance released by these plants, which smells like a complex blend of citronella, rose, and lemon, depending on the variety, is deeply unpleasant to mosquitoes even as it remains attractive and pleasant to humans. Rubbing the leaves releases a burst of intensely fragrant oil more than is produced by simple proximity to the plant. making scented geraniums particularly useful when placed near seating areas where people can easily brush against or touch the leaves as they sit. Scented geraniums are grown as tender perennials or annuals. In most climates, they cannot tolerate frost and must be brought indoors for winter in cool climates or grown as annuals and replanted each spring. They thrive in full sun in well-drained soil and are reasonably drought-tolerant once established. They make beautiful, fragrant container plants and window box specimens that can be positioned exactly where their repellent properties are most needed. List item number 12. Sage, Salvia officinalis. Number 12 is sage, the classic culinary herb with a woody, camphor-rich fragrance that mosquitoes find strongly repellent. Garden sage contains volatile oils, primarily thujone, camphor, and cineole that create that distinctive, intensely savory fragrance familiar to anyone who has cooked with fresh sage. This same fragrance that makes sage so valuable in the kitchen makes it an effective natural mosquito deterrent in the garden. Like rosemary, sage is particularly effective when burned. Tossing a few fresh sage sprigs onto an outdoor fire or barbecue creates a strongly aromatic, insect-repelling smoke that protects a wide area around the fire. For this reason, sage has been used for centuries in various cultures as a smudging and pest-deterring plant burned during outdoor gatherings. In the garden, sage is a beautiful, low-growing, shrubby herb with soft, textured gray-green leaves and tall purple flower spikes in summer. It is fully evergreen in mild climates and largely evergreen in cooler ones. It thrives in full sun in well-drained soil and is remarkably drought-tolerant once established. Purple sage, golden sage, and tricolor sage varieties add additional ornamental value while retaining the same repellent properties as the standard form. It is a genuinely beautiful garden plant that works hard to earn its space. List item number 13. Pennyroyal, Mentha pelagium. Number 13 is pennyroyal, the most powerfully insect-repellent member of the entire mint family, and one of the oldest and most historically documented natural insect repellents in existence. Pennyroyal has been used by humans to repel insects, particularly fleas, mosquitoes, and gnats, for thousands of years. Ancient Greek and Roman texts document its use as an insect repellent, and it has been carried by travelers, strewn on floors, and planted around dwellings for pest control purposes throughout recorded history. The active compound responsible is pelargonium, a powerfully aromatic ketone that is intensely repellent to a wide range of insects. The fragrance of pennyroyal is similar to peppermint, but sharper, more medicinal, and more intensely pungent. Crushing the leaves and rubbing them onto skin or clothing provides strong topical repellent protection. Planting it in pathways and areas where it will be regularly walked on releases the oils with every footstep, creating a naturally fragrant, insect-deterring walking experience. Important caution: pennyroyal essential oil in concentrated form is toxic and should never be ingested or applied undiluted to skin. The plant itself, used as a garden repellent and lightly handled, is safe for most adults, but it should be kept away from children and pets, and pregnant women should avoid handling it as the oil can be harmful. Use it as a garden planting rather than an extracted oil application, and enjoy its remarkable repellent properties safely. List item number 14. Allium, ornamental onion. Number 14 is allium, the ornamental onion family, and these spectacular, globe-flowered garden plants bring far more than just beauty to your outdoor space. All members of the allium family, including ornamental alliums, garlic, onions, and chives, contain sulfur compounds that are strongly repellent to mosquitoes and a wide range of other insects. The characteristic smell of the allium family, that unmistakable onion and garlic fragrance, is produced by these sulfur compounds, and while we may find it appetizing in the kitchen, insects find it deeply off-putting. Ornamental alliums are among the most spectacular flowering bulbs available for the garden. Varieties like Allium giganteum and Allium purple sensation produce enormous, perfectly round, deep purple flower globes on tall stems that create one of the most dramatic visual statements in any garden. These flower globes can reach the size of a grapefruit or larger, creating a show-stopping display in late spring and early summer that combines maximum visual impact with real practical mosquito-repelling value. Plant ornamental alliums throughout your borders and particularly around outdoor seating and gathering areas. Chives, the most compact and practical allium for container growing, can be placed directly on patios and outdoor tables, where they provide the same repellent function as their larger ornamental relatives, while also serving as a readily available culinary herb for the kitchen. List item number 15, lantana. And our 15th and final mosquito-repelling plant is lantana, a stunning, sun-loving, tropical flowering plant with one of the most potent and scientifically documented mosquito-repelling profiles of any plant on today's entire list. Lantana is a sprawling, shrubby plant that produces clusters of small, brightly colored flowers in combinations of yellow, orange, red, pink, white, and purple, often with multiple colors in a single flower cluster that change as the flowers age, creating a dynamic, ever-changing color display that is absolutely magnificent in the summer garden. The flowers are produced continuously from late spring through frost in warm climates, making lantana one of the longest blooming and most colorful summer plants available. The leaves of lantana contain a range of volatile essential oils that are strongly repellent to mosquitoes. Research has found lantana leaf essential oil to be effective at repelling several mosquito species at rates comparable to synthetic repellents in laboratory settings. The repellent oils are concentrated in the foliage rather than the flowers, and are released into the surrounding air continuously, with the intensity increasing on warm days and when the foliage is disturbed. Lantana thrives in full sun and is exceptionally heat and drought tolerant. It genuinely loves hot, dry conditions that would stress many other plants. In warm climates, USDA zones 9 and above, it grows as a perennial and can become a large shrub. In cooler climates, it is grown as a tender annual, or in containers that can be overwintered indoors. One important note, lantana berries are toxic if ingested, and the plant can be invasive in some warm climate regions. Check its status in your area before planting in the ground in warm climates, and keep it away from areas accessible to children and pets. The combination of extraordinary beauty, exceptional heat tolerance, continuous long-season blooming, and genuinely powerful mosquito-repelling properties makes lantana one of the most complete and remarkable plants on today's entire list. It is the perfect closing plant, beautiful, tough, and working hard to protect you all summer long. And there you have it, 15 incredible plants that naturally repel mosquitoes and help you reclaim your outdoor space without a single chemical spray in sight. From the fragrant, timeless beauty of lavender, to the powerhouse repellent credentials of catnip, to the spectacular color and toughness of lantana, every plant on this list brings genuine, natural, mosquito-deterring power along with its own unique beauty and usefulness. Remember, the most effective approach is to combine multiple plants from this list, positioning them strategically around your outdoor seating areas, pathways, and entry points. Layer your defenses. Plant generously. Crush and bruise leaves occasionally to activate the essential oils. Add some of these plants to containers so you can place them exactly where you need them most. Build your natural mosquito barrier plant by plant, season by season, and watch your outdoor living experience transform. You deserve to enjoy your garden, your patio, and your summer evenings in complete comfort. These 15 plants are your natural, beautiful, sustainable path to doing exactly that. Thank you so genuinely and so sincerely for watching today's video. It means the absolute world to us, and we hope you feel completely armed and inspired to get planting. Final CTA. If today's video was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up right now. It truly helps our channel grow and reach more gardeners just like you. If you are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a new upload. We have so much more incredible gardening content coming your way, and we cannot wait to share it with you. We will see you in the next one.